Hello, I'm Mr. Howard, and I wanted to make a short video for you discussing file management and how to back up your files with your school-provided Google Drive. So, first thing is you need to understand that file management is important, and it's important for a lot of reasons, but two important ones would be that it makes you more efficient with your work, and it relieves stress in your life, because if you have 150 or 200 files just dumped in your Google Drive, it's really hard to find. I know there's a search button, but still, that's not the best way to go. And I've seen that a lot, so that's why we're making this video. So when we're working in class, you're downloading files directly from Schoology, and the default is it goes to the downloads on your desktop. So it goes to the physical computer, the desktop computer that you're working on. So you can use the downloads as your workspace for the day and all the files that you're using. But remember, we've talked about at the end of the day you need to clear those downloads out and upload them to your Google Drive or to a flash drive so that they're backed up. Because if something happens to that physical computer, the hard drive goes out, it's re-imaged, whatever the case may be, you'll lose all of those files. So those downloads should be cleaned out each day, and all the ones that you need to keep need to go to your Google Drive or a flash drive. So with good file management, first of all, we need to name our files in a way that is descriptive. And in class, we use our name, the date, and a descriptor of what the file is. So the way you do that, if you download the example file from Schoology, you right-click, click rename, and name it based on your name, the date, and a descriptor. So this was a collage file actually, so that's what I'll name it. So now that you have your file name and that's a descriptive name for that specific file, that's part one of good file management. And the next thing, we need to keep our files organized in folders. So over here in Google Drive, I just made a CHS9 example. So you could imagine that this is just your actual Google Drive as you open it. You need to put folders inside your Google Drive to stay organized. So the way you can do that is just right click and say new folder. So I'm going to call this, because this is computer programming 1 that we're talking about, I'm going to make a folder called CP1. You could make a folder that is called algebra 1 or geometry, etc., for all of your various classes to keep your files organized. Once I have that file, that folder, I can double click there and add a new folder within it, and I can make it semester 1. So I'm adding even more organization to my Google Drive. And then I can add another folder, call it semester 2. So that way I have all my files for each semester where they need to go. So the file I'm working with today, for example, I need that in semester 1. So you could have unit folders within here if you wanted. You can break this organization down even more. So when you want to move the file over, you have two options, and I'm going to show you both. One, from your File Explorer within Windows, you just hold down the left mouse button, drag it, and drop it right there inside your Google Drive, and there it is. So it's saved, it's uploaded to the cloud. You can access it anywhere that you have an internet connection. You just sign into your Google Drive, and it'll be there. The other way you could do it, this example 2 file, I'll get that uploaded, so you can click New, File Upload, navigate to the file you want wherever it is on the physical computer, select it, open it, and it will upload. Now, when you're at home and you need to work on it, or the next day in class and you need to get these files from your Google Drive so that you can import them into TouchDevelop, for example, you need to download them from your Google Drive onto the physical computer. So I'm going to get rid of these files here, cleaning out the downloads for the day. So the next day you come into class, you want to access this file, you right click and you click download. It will default to the downloads folder, which is why we use this as our workspace, and there it is. Then you can import it into TouchDevelop and work on it again and just repeat the process. So make sure that you're using folders to keep your Google Drive organized. Make sure you're backing up the files to your Google Drive. And I've shown you how to move them back and forth. So we upload them to Google Drive so they're backed up. When we want to work with them again, we download them back to the physical computer. They default to the downloads folder. You do the work for the day and you just repeat that process. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Make sure you use the information within because it will benefit you. Have a great day.